talk Perez? Real talk, man.
Real talk Perez.
Real talk Perez.
Real talk Perez.
Of course, real talk is one of them.
It'll be real talk Perez. All right.
Real talk Perez.
Real talk Perez.
Real talk Perez, man.
Real talk Perez.
Real talk Perez.
Perez. Real talk Perez.
And the real Perez.
Real talk Perez.
What up, man? It's your boy Real Talk Perez coming at you with another video. So it's about, I don't know, probably like 10 o'clock or something like that right now. And it's like 10 or 9 o'clock. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the time, but it's around that time. I'm here chilling, man. Have the Madden game on, and Madden 25, and I was gonna get on, and you know, I seen Joe Rock was on, and he messaged me SMH, and I messaged him back SMH. You know, I was gonna ask him, you know, you want to get a game in, or I was gonna play somebody, you know. But be honest, man, it's kind of like I gotta get this off my chest before I can even see my players right now. Before I can even look at even on the game. Like, I don't want to see them yet. I just want to talk about this first, and then maybe I'll get it off my chest. Maybe I'll feel better and I can play this game. But right now, I just got to talk about this, man. I'm going to talk about the game. A lot of people talk about the game during their crow. Personally, I told this to Gods of the Gridiron. Personally, man, I think a crow should be basically you humbling the heck out of yourself and your team and just talking about the other team and saying how good they are, how good they did, a lot of blah, blah, blah. You know, a lot of people get on crow and talk about my team gave it up and my team this and this and that, but here's your, you know, congratulations on your win. I think a crow should be way more than just, you know, saying that your team, oh, my team, we played terrible, this and this and that, but you did a good job, congratulations on your win. No, it should be, if you say anything about your team, you should be smashing the hell out. My so-and-so sucks, he sucks. You should be, if you say anything about your team, it should be smashing your team. And the whole video should literally be about how the other team is better than your team, not how you let the other team win. Like, that's not what a real crow should be like. That's not what I came on here to talk about, but I had to get that off my chest too. So, since I make my crows basically just, you know, giving it to the other team, you know, congratulating them and, you know, saying how their team is better, I try not to talk about the game, about my team side of the ball and this and this and that. So now I'm saving it for this video. So basically every week, if I have to crow, you'll see a crow, and then you'll see this video, which is the video about what I think, how the game went and so and so. So let's get into it. Week 1, Jets versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium. I went into this game thinking it was going to be a slaughter, to be honest. I don't think, now that I look back in it, I don't think I gave the Jets defense the proper respect I should have been thinking in my mind. What I think is that I went off of last year's D, which wasn't even bad at all either. But against the Niners game, against some teams, the Jets defense actually just kind of gave up, and I think it was because their offense was so horrible. I didn't come into this game thinking, you know, the Jets defense, they're going to be revamped. It's a new season. They're going to try hard. You know, last season the Jets kind of gave up on themselves because of the quarterback carousel and all that controversy that was going on. And so I figured, you know, that defense is going to not be whatever. A lot of names are gone. But, again, I didn't think about Rex Ryan, how he gets his players ready to play. He does a great job in it. And the Jets defense was there. So I'm thinking it's going to be a blowout. It wasn't. Could have been. It should have been, but it wasn't. And their defense did good against our offense. Our offense started shaky, which I knew we were going to start shaky. I knew we were going to start bad. A lot more problems happened than I didn't think. I don't know if we can't run the ball or if it's just Rex Ryan's defense, but we couldn't run the ball for nothing. I think it was a little bit of Doug Martin not getting in the rhythm yet, not getting into the groove. As you can see, towards the end of the game, he started hitting, making better decisions, hitting the holes a little better. The line, that whole line thing, they just got to get in sync 1 or 2 times. They haven't really played with each other. Just let them get a couple games. They've done all right. What else? Our wide receivers did awesome. Kevin Ogletree, you need to step your game up. This ain't preseason. You came out preseason. Now you need to step it up. We need you to catch balls that are going right to your hands. Step it up, man. Tyquan, he wasn't open a lot, but when the ball got to him, he caught him. We let him go. We got you. You need to catch the ball, man. Another thing with our running game is we didn't have Eric Lorick So we had a running back being our fullback, which it could work sometimes, but I don't know if that was the problem. We didn't have a normal fullback, which I did see a couple of, I don't want to say bad blocking because any block is good, but I seen a couple of blocks where it was like you didn't have to really block him. You should have just kept going straight and gone to the next level, help Doug. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so the run game can improve. I can see that improving still. The passing game definitely can improve if the line gets a little better, which I said they'll get better. Just give them some more time together. We're gonna have to go through this again once Carl Nix gets in. They're gonna have to, take a little bit of time to connect together again. What else? Offense. Josh Freeman. He didn't look bad. I don't know what to say about Josh Freeman, to be honest, man. He didn't look like I wanted to say, oh my God, pull this guy, man. There was like 2 games where I told myself that about Josh Freeman, where I was like, oh my God, pull this guy right now, like he's pissing me off. There was 2 games last year that he did that. This game wasn't one of those games. It was more like that one interception. It was just like, come on, man. I know you wanted to keep that drive going, and you really wanted that 3rd down conversion, but you didn't have. Just the defense got it. Just keep giving it back to the defense. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. He didn't have to force it, and he forced it like if it was the old defense. I guess our offense out of the whole game. Obviously, our offense has to step up. The run game has to get better. The line has to get better. Wide receivers have to get better. The quarterback has to get better. Overall, personally, I don't think we did any of it too bad. The worst thing was we couldn't run the ball. We really could not run the ball at all. That was the worst thing out of the whole game. Not only that, but you know what? Now that I think about it, Doug Martin dropped so many passes. So many passes that were like he was dumping it off to Doug Martin. And I don't know where his head was in the game. I don't know what. But Doug Martin dropped so many little dump passes. Oh my God. Usually he catches them 5 yards. You know what I'm saying? He so many of them that he didn't catch. It was just like, dude, what's going on? He was just fumbling them all, you know? I believe Doug Martin even had a fumble. He doesn't really fumble much, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, the passing game altogether has to get better. Like I said, I don't think they did bad, but I would like to see them get better. I'm not happy. I'm not what's that word? I'm not satisfied with it. The run game definitely has to be better. The run game I can say was actually bad. It has to get better, and it will get better. I'm not worried about that. The line is not bad, but I'm not satisfied with it. It has to get better as well. Once that gets going, then we could really talk about our offense and see where it is. Our offense, we have a high-powered offense. We just have to get it cracking. That's another thing is I noticed we really didn't go deep at all. I'm hoping it was something the Jets was doing and not our play calling. I would be very, very mad if that was our play calling, because last year our offense never took off until we just threw deep. And I'm not saying we have to always throw deep, but we have to throw deep a lot to open up the rest of that offense. Throw deep, and we did not throw deep a lot. I mean, Josh Freeman made some great throws with the slants and stuff, so I'm not mad at how we did. When we had to, we moved the ball, and we did all right. But I want to see us throw deep more. We have Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams. They will go up there and get the ball. We need to throw deep more. So watch out for that, man. We really need to do that. Let's get to the defense. Honestly, satisfied with our defense. Everything I thought of my defense was there. One thing, 4-man rush, not too much pressure. We didn't get too much pressure when we just rushed 4. We did not get too much pressure. I was disappointed in that, very much disappointed in that. I don't know if that's the offensive line for the Jets, or it has to be. It has to be the offensive line for the Jets. It has to be that. When we blitzed, no problem. We did. The line got better and better as the 4-man rush got better and better as the game went on. But I want to see that improve more. The blitzing, beautiful. The corners, beautiful. Darrelle Revis, he's back to himself. You've seen it. They've seen it. They threw a lot of plays at him. Handled it. They're like, okay, he's back. Let's leave him alone. I think like the whole other half of the third and fourth quarter, they never threw to Darrell side. After that, it was just like, all right, he's shutting down. He's Darrelle Revis. He's back. Whatever. So happy he's there. Deshaun Golston doing his thing, knocking dudes out like crazy. Y'all saw the game. If y'all saw the game, y'all know this dude was like taking dudes' heads off. He got 2 calls on him. One of them, I can see. Okay, he's always going with the shoulder, but I guess his head kind of did hit the mask a little bit, so okay, whatever. The second call was straight shoulder. Even if he did use his head, it was all straight to the gut. Like, it was to the chest, bro. That shouldn't have been called at all. But Deshaun is doing his thing. They're throwing in the middle at your own risk. No fly zone. That boy handled it. Banks does his thing. Like, all through the preseason he played, this game he played, you hardly see catches on Banks, dude. Like, hardly. Maybe 1 or 2 catches all game. Like, that's it on Banks. Banks is doing his thing, too. Leonard Johnson, he was doing his thing. Only problem, the only bad head I seen on defense was Mason Foster. He was getting passes right by him. And he was like, damn, I should a little bit to the left. I could have had that. A little bit to the right. I could have had that. Oh, he was a little bit over me. Like, he was just a little bit off on coverage, just a little bit. Besides that, man, our defense was beautiful, man. So basically, on our defense was beautiful. I loved everything our players did. Our 4-man rush with no blitzing has to get better. But there's one thing that I think honestly caused us the game, and it wasn't Levante David. Even though he did what he did, it sucks. I wish it wasn't even him that did it. You know what I'm saying? It happens, whatever. It is what it is. But one thing that I was furious about in the game, and this is the same thing that I was furious about last year in the beginning of the season, but with the offense, and I'm furious now. The play calling, I'm not liking the play calling on offense. I'm not liking the play calling on offense was okay. It wasn't as bad as the before where I was like getting really mad, but it was okay. The play calling on defense wasn't bad either, but they took their foot off the pedal when it came to Geno Smith. They should have just blizz. I mean, they got to a point where they got comfortable and they're like, okay, let's just rush our 4 guys. It almost seemed like they didn't want to show all their blitzing packages because they wanted to save it for week 2, which is smart, but we needed week 1. We needed to win week 1, and that's what pissed me off. I'm not going to it's already at 13 minutes, about to be 14 minutes, so I'm going to leave it at that. It's your boy, Real Talk Perez. I might talk more about it, but until then, it's your boy, Real Talk Perez, coming at you with another video, man. I hope you guys enjoy and hear what I'm saying. And if you're a Bucks fan, try to get this video to the team somehow or something, man, because they need to hear what I'm saying, man, for reals. Bucks, don't worry, it's one game. We're going to come strong in week 2 against the Saints. Peace.